Welcome to Pikes Peak Gun Club, Chapter 34 of the Isaac Walton League of America. We hope you enjoy your time here at the range and ask that you observe these basic rules of firearm safety at all times. Treat all firearms as if they are loaded, always. Rule 2. Never point the firearm at anything you're not willing to shoot, ever. Rule 3. Keep your finger off the trigger and out of the trigger guard until you're ready to shoot. Rule 4. Be sure of your target, what's beyond it, and around it. Rule 5. Always wear ear and eye protection. Rule 6. Always obey the rules specific to each area, including following the instructions of the range safety officers. They are recognized by red hats and/or yellow safety vests. With the above rules in mind, let's take a brief tour of Pikes Peak Gun Club. We have our lovely assistant, Abigail, who takes care of all the folks that come into the gun club. Once you're in here and paying your fees for whatever activities you're doing for the day, you want to sign in on our visitor log. It also acts as a liability form. Here at the clubhouse, we also have classroom facilities as well as kitchen facilities for any of your activities that you may be doing during the day at the gun club. One of the many signs that you will encounter at Pikes Peak Gun Club: please obey the 10 mile per hour speed limit signs from the gate all the way through and also on the way back out. Times we have a lot of activity here, kids running around, and we would hate to have anybody run over by a vehicle. Please also obey all posted signs that you will find throughout the club. This is our 5-stand facility at Pikes Peak Gun Club. Welcome to the Pikes Peak Gun Club Archery Range. When you come on down, please make sure that you deploy the range in use flag so that the clubhouse knows that somebody's down here actively using the range. Once you're done, please return the flag back to its holder. The archery range includes 3D targets and stationary targets at various yardages. All applicable rules for the gun club apply to these ranges as well. Only use field point or target point arrows, no broadheads should be used, and crossbows are allowed. At Pikes Peak Gun Club, we have a variety of rifle and pistol ranges. Berm 1 is our 200-yard rifle range. Berm 2 is our 100-yard rifle range. Berms 3 through 5 are for pistol. Berms 6 and 7 are for instructor use. Rifle ranges are for long gun and long-range pistol shooting only. When moving firearms from a vehicle to the firing line, it is preferable to transport the firearm in a case. If no case is available, keep the muzzle pointed straight up or straight down with the action open and no ammunition in the firearm. When you are uncasing your firearm, be sure that the muzzle is pointing downrange or straight up. Again, the muzzle should always be pointing up, downrange, and your finger should never be on the trigger while transporting the firearm. When a ceasefire is called, unload your firearm, remove the magazine, and step behind the orange safety line. When all on the range have complied, the range is deemed cold, and you may go downrange to place or retrieve your targets. When all are safely back behind the line, the range is hot, and you may commence firing. Do not handle firearms while the range is cold. However, you may load magazines that are not integral to the firearm. Please make sure you are using the correct frame for the berm that you're shooting on. Rifle frames are located in front of berm 1 and berm 2. Pistol frames are located in front of berm 4. Please place the target in the center of the frame to avoid damage to the frame. Also, do not shoot at anything on the ground or place anything on top of the stand and shoot at that object. Make sure that the bullets are impacting the berm and do not go over the berm. Drawing from the holster is permitted only from appendix, strong side, and behind the hip. No shoulder, cross draw, or small of the back holsters are permitted. Once the range is going cold, make sure that you lock your actions open or swing your cylinders open, such as we have a demonstration here. In the case of a revolver, make sure that the cylinder is open, swung open. Semi-automatic, make sure the slide is locked back. In the case of a single action, make sure that the loading gate is in the open position. If for some reason your firearm does not lock in the rear position, make sure that you put a piece of spent brass into the ejection port and slowly close the port so that everybody can see that the action is not closed. Pikes Peak Gun Club has 6 special use berms for competitions such as IDPA, USPSA, and 3-gun. So now we're at Pikes Peak Gun Club Sporting Clays range.
All right. Send it. Hey. Send 2. Hey. Perfect.
Very nice.
Picking it up. Yeah, good. Too low.
Missed it.
Pull. There you go.
No shooting in front of the 16-yard line for trap or station 8 for skeet. You must stand inside the shooting cage when shooting sporting clays. Shotgun should be unloaded until it's your turn to shoot, with only one shell in the gun at a time. Sporting clays can load 2. Action should always be open when moving from one station to another. Always remember, be aware of where your muzzle is pointing. Please observe all signs and posted instructions. If at any point you have any questions, please contact one of our range safety officers, the general manager, or one of our friendly Pikes Peak Gun Club staff members. The Pikes Peak Gun Club is here for your enjoyment, and safe firearms practices are the best way to ensure we provide a safe, trouble-free environment for you, our members, and their guests. For a calendar of future events, please be sure to visit our website at pikespeakgunclub.org, and if you're not a member, consider joining today. We welcome your suggestions and comments and hope you enjoy the time here. Have fun on the range.